Oh, dear. Oops. Hey, sweethearts. It's Rowan again, and actually, the writing's rubbed off, so. But I'm smart. I know how my pills are. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Okay, so this is today.
Damn it! This isn't a hat, it's a puppy tongue. I got a boatload of tongues over here if anyone needs them. Seriously, you're hoarding tongues?
Sorry for the, ding there. I've got a friend who, needs me to, come with her for some emotional support to, the, DHS office. Actually, it's like FIA, Family Independence Agency, but, you know, everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say DHS. Half the people in Michigan call it DHS, even though that's not the official, term for that agency in this state. So, I'm refilling my meds, as I always do, approximately every 6 days. So, and going over, various crap and stuff. So, oh dear, this is... So, okay, so, let's see, where do I start? Where was last week? Last week, a whole lot of not much happened. And, let's see, I think the, oh, wait. Let's see, I kept you up on the kidney stone. I did have a CT scan I was supposed to go in for on Friday, but I forgot about that, so, and because I forgot about it, like, pretty much right at the time I should have been finishing up, I realized I'd forgotten about it. And that was a Friday, so I couldn't call until Monday to reschedule, and I did, so I'm going in tomorrow. I believe it's at 6:30 at the hospital, and, no, I'm good on this for about another week. So, so let's see, that's all well and good as it is. Let's see, then what else? Yesterday, my food assistance refilled. SNAP food stamps. Michigan officially calls it the Food Assistance Program, or FAP. Yes, that is the official name for it in Michigan, is your FAP benefits. If you've been on the internet any amount of time, you will know what FAP means to the internet. So, yeah, that refilled yesterday, and because I am in such a pinch for money right now, because I had to replace the phone, that is the big thing, that is why I'm so broke this month, is I had to replace the phone. And while it was very helpful that it was only a $50 copay that I had to do, still that was $50. And there are a lot of people in this world where $50 is like, you know, it would be a minor inconvenience. There are very few where $50 is, you know, like, you know, a sneeze. Like, shit, Stephen King can make $50 writing boo on a cocktail napkin, or so the joke goes anyway. But yeah, $50 to me is a lot. So the fact that I had to pay that up front, like, I could not attach it onto my bill, as I have, some things. Yeah, that is the reason I'm so broke. So I've made no real progress. In fact, like, to this day, it's been about 6 weeks. Literally, no one has donated to my dental needs, and that is the wrong. Wait, no, that is the right one. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, literally no one has donated anything to my GoFundMe for my dental crown. I got this call earlier in the week from somebody trying to sell me low-cost dental insurance for $35 a month. And Unfortunately, the first month would have to be paid upfront, and then what? As like I was told, it wouldn't even officially start for 30 days. So, and I was told copay on a crown would be about 60. So, I did ask her to call me back on the 3rd, and I'm going to ask to look at the paperwork first and see like what would be involved if I were to basically cancel it after the crown work is done, like because I can't afford $35 a month, indefinitely. Like, how long would I have to be on this plan, before I can cancel after some major work? I can deal for now paying $30 a month, to the School of Dentistry for routine work. But I can't pay a full dental program bill. I can't pay that, I can't pay that $35 a month indefinitely for, even a year. So yeah, I'm gonna see what all, and even if the U of M School of Dentistry would be, oh hey, I do have a refill on that. That would be covered with this. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, okay. So, well, get back here, pill. No, that's not a pill, that's a pill. Yeah, I know, my floor, though, but, okay. So, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put off getting this refilled for a week. Because I just filled a week, and then I've got 3 days, so I'll just put that to the side. And yeah, I was getting an alert on the Walgreens app telling me that something or other is due for a refill already, and I'm like, maybe it is, or maybe it's something, because, there are some times where I skip a dose accidentally, and, and that builds up over time, and, you end up, it's like, it's telling you that you need to refill it, and it turns out you've got about a week left, so, as is evidence now. I am still in the process of getting what's it called? Oh wait, I just took those, so okay, yeah, I think I did do everything. Okay, this is gonna be really fast then. I'm still in process of getting my Medicaid, trying to get reinstated. I did get the paperwork again, and because even though I was talking about how, I had this plan to, fill it out and then send it back in like the next day, but I forgot to put it in my bag. And I didn't, and I finally got the paperwork, but then it said like I had literally 48 hours, okay, it didn't literally say that, but the date I had to have it back in my caseworker's hands by was 2 days after the day I got it. And this shit goes to Lansing first before it goes to his before it goes to my caseworker. And I'm sure they may scan it or something, before like sending it to him, or I don't know. It's just like I had no confidence that even if it didn't have to go to Lansing first, that it was going to end up in his hands in literally 2 days. Even if I did send it out that day. But, I also, didn't even look at the new one for the date it had to be in, until the day it had to be back. because, it makes no sense, to have, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure in some world it makes perfect sense. Sure to somebody it makes perfect sense, but you figure the average person, will need at least 3 days, right? Especially considering the mail. So, um, so yeah, I'm now at a point where, once again, I have to, do the reapplication online and then send it right back in. But, I'm actually going this weekend to actually do that because, oh yeah, I did get all my pills done that fast. Um, uh, uh, so that's going up on the dry erase board on my fridge of shit I gotta do. Let's see. And I'm good on my psoriasis cream, and I just got this refilled little under a week ago. So yeah, with the old thing with the what's it called? Oh, there they are. So with the food benefits that refilled yesterday, I did a thing. I went to the store and I filmed from my phone, so I can't show you the app, but I should put a link in the description box and possibly a comment about it's a referral link for this app called Ibotta, Ibotta, and I'm gonna have a referral link that you can use to sign up. And if you sign up and even just like verify one rebate, like even if you never use it, even if you like never use it again after that, like you can just delete it off your phone. Just verify one brand name rebate, or an eBay rebate or something. Yeah, eBay and Etsy rebates. Usually it's like 1.5% cashback rebate on eBay for damn near any purchase. Sometimes they run specials, but very rarely for eBay. On Etsy, it's typically a 2.5% cashback rebate for any Etsy purchases made by opening up the app via the Ibotta app on your phone. But like approximately every 6 weeks, there's some kind of special on Etsy via the Ibotta app where they'll do something like, at least a 4%, 5% rebate. I've seen as much as like an 11% rebate on Etsy. Of course, that was at a time where I couldn't buy anything, for the rebate, but you get Etsy rebates on, Etsy cashback on there a lot, and it's usually pretty substantial. And considering that, and I say this as a former Etsy seller. I'm on Artfire now for a lot of reasons, but as a former Etsy seller, I can say with confidence that a lot of Etsy sellers really overprice things. And I'm not just saying this. I was watching the Necro Hazard last night on her channel. I was something about she was making the little makeup remover square pads out of fleece, and she was saying that like people on Etsy would be like $20 for like 10 of them, and yeah, it's a fairly time intensive project just because you're sitting there sewing these, like even if you've got a sewing machine, you're just sewing these little squares for at least 20 hours worth of work, let's say. But still, there's a lot of other time, and still though, it's like, when you consider the cost of the materials and that you're only sending out people like, a packet of like, 10, 15, maybe 20 tops, maybe it does seem a little fair. At the same time, it's like, yeah, you're putting in, it's monotonous, repetitive work, but you're putting in like, a 6-hour day on this. She was spreading it out over a few days, but you're still putting in like, a 6-7 hour day, just like making a big, lot of makeup remover squares out of, let's see, a standard bolt is 60 inches and she got half a yard of each, so 60 by 18 broken up into what was it? I think it was like 3-inch squares each. So that would be like 5 strips, maybe 4 strips. Yeah, let's say 4 strips and 4 by 60. I don't know. It's just still, it's like $20 for, even 20 of them. It just, no, she was saying $20 for 10. Yeah, so like $20 for 10 of them, it's like, that's $2 a square. And, the materials alone, that's under $10. Yeah, you're putting in 6 hours of time on these, but, the end result is she made over 80 squares. So, I don't know. It just feels like a bit much. Yeah, it's a time hungry project. At the same time, though, it's like I would personally feel bad charging that much because I know, like, it's not delicate, work like the jewel. Okay, this is not a good example, but the rosary beading kind of work I do. Do I have anything here? No, I don't. But when I'm doing rosary based work, with chaining beads with wire, that's pretty intensive, delicate work. Yeah, I can crank out a full length rosary. I can crank out a full length rosary in about 2.5 hours. I can just sit there cranking it out like 2.5 hours tops. Just after I get all of the beads that that I want, the right colors and everything, and I select the little pendant charm for the end, and I select my little 3-point divider. That's 2.5 hours of work, but it's really delicate. It involves a lot of really delicate handwork. If something messes up, that's going, there's a lot more room for error on that than there is on making those little cotton pads. So the end result, I don't know, it just feels like, not only it's like the type of work, it's the type of work that, gets to me. I'm like, this is time intensive work. And, let's say $12 an hour is fair labor charge, for that kind of work. I mean, if it's fair enough for, fast food work, for example. Oh dear. Okay. It's Thursday, so I was thinking maybe I could hit the post office today just to check my mail, but it's Thursday. As long as I go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm mostly okay. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah. But yeah, a lot of times people on Etsy, they just charge way too much, especially when you're looking at vintage and antique kind of stuff, because this is what I was looking for. So I've been antiquing with my stepmother since I haven't antiqued with her for about 20 years, but oh god, yeah, I am old, so that is about 20 years. Okay, but yeah, so I've been antiquing since I was 12. I know how to haggle properly. Oh god, there was this kid on fucking next door who thought that, I'm asking $25 for a vacuum cleaner with an unused box of, spare bags for it. He thinks, he can start haggling at $10. And I'm like, fuck you, kid. Well, this is what people do. I'm like, no, it does not work like it does on a sitcom. You need to get some clues about life, kiddo. And if hearing fuck you from me will help you with that, will help you realize how insulting that is, then I'm willing to be an asshole for, an hour. So, but then what was I saying? So yeah, like, I don't know. I've run into so many people on Etsy who, don't understand that part of antiquing. and they also don't understand that, you know, that sometimes things just are not as rare as they think they are, or at least nowhere near as rare as they want to like play it off to me as. Because, like I said, I've been doing this. Oh God, I've been doing this 25 years. So yeah, I've been going around with I've been working with antiques and vintage stuff for about 25 years. I generally know how much stuff is worth, and I know that what somebody tells you on Antiques Roadshow, like they are telling you like auction pricing. They're telling you auction pricing for collectors. Like, this is not, this is not what the average person is going to pay. On rare occasion, when they see something like incredibly rare and valuable, like, oh God, there was not a Stradivarius, but another make of a violin. This, rare, highly prized, Italian violin that somebody literally found, at a junkyard, and was just hoping that, hey, would I be able to sell this for, a brand new violin, And so yeah, obviously they had no idea what they were even looking at. This guy on Antiques Roadshow is just like, oh yeah, this is what this is. This is worth, in this condition, about, $10,000 to $15,000. But still, it's like, that is like, that is a rare thing. Like this, like what? Oh God. Like, it's Antiques Roadshow, first off, they're only going to show you, like, the really, rare, wonderful items. Secondly, they are, like, what they do, like, they reshoot stuff so that, they air, people being told, like, the auction pricing, like, how much this could go for. They're not telling you, what it would typically go for. That's one thing that I like about oddities is, yeah, we're assuming that, he's got a higher markup because New York rent price. Is Oddity San Francisco still going? I don't know. It's been forever since I've had like, actual cable, actual cable channels. But yeah, like he tells you, it is an antique shop. It just it just specializes in weird shit. And they also do and they also have a taxidermist on staff, who does that. But yeah, like he tells you like, okay, so this is like, what I can offer you for it. As a buyer who's going to resell it, and because this is the price I'm going to sell it for. And that's one thing that I like about that as an antique show is, he is, him and Evan, and I forget his name, but yeah, him and Evan, they are pretty much very upfront about like, the pricing involved in antique, dealing and sales. This is, they're not going to Antiques Roadshow you with the, wow, look at, how expensive this thing is that, it's worth, that's, So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna post the Ibotta link in the description after this goes into archive. If anybody wants to, it looks like this is gonna be one of the shorter med vlogs. And by shorter, I'm just like, I'm not even grazing 25 minutes. But so yeah, I've also got so yeah, I've got this thing. No, that's Day Pass. So I got this little promotional thing from Planet Fitness. I'm gonna go and see about a chair massage. It says treat yourself, one free hydro/chair massage pass. Chair massage pass. Must be 18 or older. Coupon and ID needed. Expires tomorrow. So in theory, I can use this as late as tomorrow. I'm going to call first and see what all, is, like, do I need to, do their little sign up thing, or is this just, or can I use this just to come in for a chair massage? Because that would be nice. That would be one way to help me out with my back pain. And speaking of, oh shit, oh there it is. So yeah, I'm on this this horse pill ibuprofen tablets right now. I've got a couple of refills. It's actually okay, and unlike other NSAIDs, like I can't take naproxen because of I can't take naproxen or aspirin because of it lead like when I take it long term, it leads to muscle weakness um and some swelling in my very minor swelling, but mostly muscle weakness. I was getting like my legs were like jelly when I was taking those long term for a while. So I can't take those, but so in general, I tell people that I should avoid NSAIDs, but my primary physician, she prescribed me the horse pill ibuprofen, and this actually, it's been almost a month taking it semi regularly, like not daily, pretty much as needed. um there would be like a few days in a row I'll take it daily, and then I wake up and I'm fine. So and I try to see, okay, how long am I going to go today without it? And it turns out I don't take it all day. But then there are other days I wake up and I'm just like, and I'm pretty much taking this, like they say, every 6 hours as needed. So yeah, it seems okay. Again, I'm not taking it, I'm not taking it as long as I was taking the naproxen or aspirin, so I'm just kind of like, checking things out and just making sure it's okay. I got a couple refills just in case, but so far it seems okay. I've still got the cyclobenzaprine that's in my bag. That's the muscle relaxer, and my Xanax is in my bag in case of emergency. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna just log off now and call the Planet Fitness, and then let's see how late I can come in for a chair massage, because I would like to do that after I do. I got the safety pins here because I need to repair my retail slut bag. I used to work there in West Hollywood for a while. Well, okay, I worked there for a weekend, and that's when I got the bag. And then I briefly worked a couple years later, like, oh wait, no, that was after Pete sold it to, shit, what's his face? I don't know, but he kind of ran, the other guy kind of ran it into the ground, if you ask me. He just, like, I don't know. I understand that there's a bit of, of a reputation that the store had, but the people he got working there were just, oh god, this one guy that was working there when the new guy bought it from Pete, he was just so nasty. And like I said, the other guy just kind of ran it into the ground, and it ended up closing about 10 years ago. At least 10 years ago. I want to say 2006 was when they closed. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna I do have to get some cat food first. I did get a little cash into PayPal from a friend of mine. And I've got $5 in Petco rewards bucks. So I'm going to do Petco, and then I am thinking I want to do because I did cash out and I bought a rebate, and that's where I brought up Ibotta. I cashed out and I bought a rebate as well. So I have to spend a minimum of $13 $13.34 this month to stay platinum on my Ulta. And so let's say I cashed out 21 from Ibotta, and I've got 10 from Edward. So I've got let's see, after PayPal fees, a little under $30. No, little over $30. And let's see, I've got a coupon for oh wait, yeah, I've got this I got a couple coupons for Ulta. I don't think I can combine them, but I can definitely do I don't think I can combine the Ulta coupons, but at the very least I've got a few coupons that I'm going to use today. while I can, so that, you know, I stay platinum with Ulta and I get just enough wet cat food to last the month. I've also got on what's it called? I've got a post on r/random acts of pet food, hoping to see if anybody can help me with pet food, so that if I do have to squirrel away money for the next couple months to help pay the 2/3 minimum down payment on that dental crown, I figured that if I can put away the average $50 a month that I would normally spend on cat food into, you know, savings for dental work, I can't. It's not going to, you know, I can, and then I would be able to save a little faster. You know, to be able to save any at all, really, I'd be living January and February on barely a shoestring. So it would be like, you know, I'd have to go January and pretty much get, you know, like coupon myself down to less than, you know, coupon myself down to less than $50 in supplies for, oh shit. Yeah, less than $50 in supplies. Like, you know, like I'm going to need to get another conditioner next month too. And I've got a lot of bar soap for the shower. I should be okay on most of the cleaning supplies that I need, but I'm going to take a look over and see what else I'll need next month. But basically, like, next month, I'm not even expecting to go out and eat, just to, you know, be able to squirrel away money for shit. On the good side, I've got a shit ton of books that I need to read, so I don't need to buy more books. But let's see. I'm definitely going to need to get shaving. I'm going to need to get a shaving bar and stuff. But and I need dental floss. So yeah, I'm not happy with this situation, but unless somebody wants to donate toward my my dental bill, it's what I gotta do, right? So that's it. I'm gonna log off now, and oh shit. Oh, looks like I went over half an hour. Oh well. Still one of the shorter med vlogs, if you ask me. So yeah, gonna call Planet Fitness, then hit Arborland for Petco and Ulta on hopefully get away with spending less than $20 out of pocket between the two. That would be nice. And then hopefully do Planet Fitness after and get my chair massage. All right, sweethearts. I love you all, and bats and kisses, and goodbye.